Hi, I'm Loz with ServerDown.co.uk. In this series of videos, we'll learn some basic usage of the Linux command line. So let's get started with part 1. Okay, so in this tutorial we're just going to do some basic moving around on the file system, copying files, things like that, just the basics. We won't go too far on this first one. Okay, so we're already logged into the server via SSH, or we're using PuTTY. We actually have a tutorial connecting from a Windows computer to a Linux server. If you're watching this video on the website, there's a link there. If you're not watching the video on the website, if you're watching it on YouTube, there's a link to the website in the description, and then you'll find the link there. Okay, so here's the command line. Now we're just going to have a look. We want to know where we are. Where in the file system are we currently? Okay, so to do that, we're going to use the command pwd. Now that stands for print working directory. Okay, so let's learn that. Okay, so we're in the folder /root. Okay, so we want to have a look and see what files are in this directory /root. Now, to do that, we're going to use the command ls. So let's run that. ls. Okay, so I actually put a few of these files in before just to give us something to look at. We'll go into creating files in a bit later in this tutorial or in the next tutorial. Okay, so we've got a couple of directories. They're in different color. I've also called them directory, so that sort of gives it away, but your directories might not be called directory. And we've also got a file called hello.txt. Okay, so let's first see if we can get in to one of these directories. Okay, so to change directory, we use the command cd. Now all these commands will be listed again in the description below the video on the website, so you can see them there. So we're going to do cd change directory, and we're going to go into directory 1. Okay, so now let's have another look and see where we are in the file system. So we're going to do pwd print working directory, and there we are. Now we're in /root /directory 1. Okay, and let's do a ls if there's anything in here. No, there's nothing in here. Okay, so there's nothing in this directory. We want to go back up to the previous directory. Okay, so we need to do cd. Now how do we go up a directory? Well, here we go. So to represent the directory above us, so the directory above directory 1, in this case it would be the root directory. To do that we use the term ... Okay, so cd ... and that says go back to the directory above, the parent directory. Okay, let's do pwd again. There we are, we're back in root. Okay, so what else have we got in this directory, this root directory? So we got another directory too. Now we could check that out, but we've also got a file called hello.txt. Now, how do we find out what's in that file? Okay, so it's labeled .txt, so presumably it's a text file. That doesn't guarantee it though. Files can be named, have extensions, whatever they're chosen, or the person who created it had in mind. But it's probably a txt file, a text file, if it's been labelled as such. Now, in order to check what is in a file, we send a cat in. So we use the command cat. Again, all these commands will be listed in the description below the video on the website. So we send a cat in, and then we need to give the name of the file. So we give the name hello.txt. Okay, so we send a cat in. And there we go. Well, we got hello world. Okay, so that file contains hello world. Now we're going to have a little try and edit that file. Okay, so the default text editor on most sort of basic Linux distributions is vi. Okay, so we're going to use the command vi to edit it. Okay, now vi. There are alternatives to this. It can be a little bit difficult to use if you're beginning out. We'll go into a later tutorial, so if you struggle with Vi, don't worry about it. In a later tutorial we'll go into installing a a simpler to use text editor. But for the moment, we're going to use vi. So we're going to do vi, and then we're going to do the name of the file, hello.txt. Okay, so we can already see we've got the details here. So we've got hello world of what the file contains. And we're going to add another line onto it. Okay, now it's not letting us move on there. Said, look, vi is a little bit tricky to use for beginner, but we can get past it. Okay, so first of all, we're going to press the insert button. Okay, so we can now insert into the file, and we now navigate. So we're going to go to make another line, and we're going to do I edited this file! Exclamation mark. Okay. Now to get out of insert mode, we're going to press escape, and then we're going to save the file. Now to save, we're going to use the colon, so shift and then the semicolon key or colon. You can see down the bottom here it's shown up the colon, and if we just wanted to quit without saving, we'd do quit, Q, and then an exclamation mark just to say I definitely want to quit. Okay, but in this case we're going to save it, so we're going to do W for write, Q for quit, and exclamation mark to say definitely want to quit. Okay, and there we are. We're out of vi, and let's send another cat in. So we'll send a cat in to hello.txt and see what that says. And look at that. Hello world, I edited this file. So we've edited the file. Okay, so let's go into a little bit more into this. So we're going to try and copy this file. Okay, so we're going to do cp hello.txt, and we're going to copy it over to, so that's what we're copying, and then the next, put a space in, and the next thing is hello2.txt. Okay, so that file will be hopefully copied from hello.txt to hello2.txt. Oh, and is it done? So how do we check if it's done? Let's do ls to list the files in there. And there we go. We've got two files called hello.txt and hello2.txt. If we send a cat in just to check that the file is the same, hello2.txt. There we go. They're both the same. Just confirm that. Both the same. Okay, so what about if we wanted to copy, or let's say we want to move, we didn't want hello2.txt in this directory, we wanted it in directory 2, or let's say directory 1, so directory 1's empty, it feels like it should have something in it. Okay, so we're going to do mv for move, so that's another command. Again, these are all these commands will be listed in the description below. So we're going to do mv move, and we're going to do hello2.txt, and then we're going to do directory. So that's what we're moving, and this is where we're going to move it to directory. Oh, spelled it wrong. 1 / and we'll call it hello free when we've moved it. So we're going to change the name as we move it. So it's going to be moved from hello2.txt in the directory root to hello free.txt in the directory 1. Okay, so let's do ls again. Ooh, so it's gone. That's a good sign. And then we're going to do cd directory. So we're going to change directory into directory 1. ls to see what's in there. Oh, there we are, hello free.txt. And we're going to cat it. So we're going to send a cat in to hello free. Well, let's going to show you something else at the same time. Okay, so while we're learning how to speed things up a little bit, I'm going to type HE, and then I'm going to, instead of typing the rest, I'm going to tab. So I press the tab button, and because there's nothing else that begins with HE in this directory, it probably is going to be able to work out that I want to open hello free.txt. This is especially useful if you have really long file names. You'll find yourself, once you got really used to the Linux command line, you'll probably be using tab all the time. And there we go. Tab has completed the whole thing and sped us up a little bit. Okay, we send a cat in, and it's hello world, I edited this file. Okay, so that's the end of part 1. We're all done. And join us again in part 2.